What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got a quick update pertaining to the debate coming up between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Things just got a little bit more interesting, and I am here for it. So, shout out to Greg Foreman for this video. Let's get straight into it.
Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
She was a little bit of a lefty back in the day, but things have changed. So let's see what's going on.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about some bombshell news from the Trump campaign as they are making moves, okay? The Trump campaign is upping the ante by hiring some heavy hitters to help advise President Trump on how to defeat Kamala Harris, okay? News came out that Trump had hired Corey Lewandowski, who helped the Trump campaign back in 2016, back in the prime days, right? The good old days, okay? The 2016 campaign. He had helped out with that. Trump had hired him back as an advisor for the team. And now we have some more bombshell news about the moves that Trump is making, because now he has hired Kamala Harris's worst nightmare to help him out with debate prep, okay? As there likely will probably only be one debate September 10th on ABC. And I want to talk about that because I think that this is a sign that the Trump team knows that they'll probably only get one crack at Kamala Harris, okay?
Thanks.
And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is that, Kamala is essentially running away from multiple debates. She's definitely not going to do the Fox News debate on September 4th. She already said she's not doing the NBC debate either, which is supposed to be after the ABC debate, even though that one will be rigged in her favor, just like the ABC debate. She wants to do some debate in October when people have already cast their ballots, okay? This is what she's trying to do after the ABC debate, okay? So I think Trump is treating this ABC debate as a must win, right? He has to come in and dominate. And I think that is why he's hiring Tulsi Gabbard, because she absolutely destroyed Kamala Harris in the Democrat Party 2019 primary. Now, there are a few differences between Tulsi Gabbard back then and Tulsi Gabbard today, okay? I want you guys to understand.
Nah, for real.
Yes, I know we all love that clip of Tulsi destroying Kamala Harris, right? Essentially ruining any dream she had of being president back then. But you guys got to understand, Tulsi was attacking Kamala from the left, okay? What Tulsi was talking about was progressive criminal justice reform. And this is a very valid criticism of Tulsi, is that Tulsi, back then, she was definitely more liberal and progressive on some issues, right? Like this issue of criminal justice reform, which we know has been a disaster in these liberal cities. Now, I'm thinking that she has changed her mind, that she's realized that, hey, I was wrong on this issue, and she has evolved, right? This is what I'm hoping, right?
No, for real.
But I want people to understand that, yeah, back then, Tulsi wasn't destroying Kamala from the right. She was destroying Kamala from the left. So there's a little bit of a difference here when you're debating Kamala from the right. I don't expect Trump to be attacking Kamala from the left, at least not on criminal justice reform. At least I hope not, right? I hope this guy doesn't come out and start talking about how we need no bail, right? I mean, that would not be good. I don't think that that is what Trump is going to do. The good thing is that because Tulsi has been very active, she actually is going to give us some insights in regards to how she would attack Kamala Harris, okay? Some of her criticisms of Kamala, which are probably going to show up in a debate because Trump is probably going to be taking this advice, right, in regards to how Tulsi would go after Kamala. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Just want to play this clip of you on stage with Kamala Harris from...
Now, before he gets into that, shout out to Donald Trump for doing it. That was a great move. I think that was a great move.
I guess it's 4 or 5 years ago now, and ask you a very specific question about this exchange. Roll it here.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
I am proud of that work, and I am proud of making a decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work.
The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you were in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
So that was quite the moment, July of 2019. You gave an interview to the AP saying all you had to do was Google that information.
Yeah.
And that you were surprised that her comeback was not more effective. What do you mean by that?
Well, she really didn't have a comeback. I think she revealed in that debate the same thing that I think her campaign handlers are worried about right now is, you know, Kamala Harris is an empty suit. They are trying to create this new version of Kamala Harris to match what their pollsters are telling them so she can say whatever she needs to say to try to win over voters, which is the most offensive thing, I think, because they think we're so stupid as to forget what her record actually is. And so, you know, in 2019, very simply, I confronted her with her hypocrisy, how what she said was very different than what she actually did. And she had no answer for it. She had no explanation. She didn't even try to own or justify what her actions were. And that's going to be the key thing here for voters as we head into this election is, you know, Kamala Harris will say whatever she thinks she needs to say. We have to pay attention to her actions because on every single major issue, you will see that same kind of hypocrisy that I pointed out in 2019, where she'll say one thing, but her record tells a very, very different story.
Well, she's got.
Yeah, and I think that is where Tulsi is going to help the most. Okay, obviously, Trump is not going to be attacking Kamala from the left, at least not on that issue. But where Tulsi comes in is that Tulsi, again, understands how to make the case against Kamala Harris in a way that is effective. So I don't think it matters which angle Tulsi will be coming at Kamala. I think that Tulsi just knows how to expose somebody like Kamala. So I'm hoping that this can translate into criticizing Kamala or exposing Kamala from the right. But the whole goal here is to make the audience believe that they can't trust Kamala. Like, for example, on issues like the border, where Kamala comes out and says that she's going to be tough on the border. Yeah, you can't trust her on that, right? Now, you can trust her when it comes to the communism stuff, right? When she talks about setting prices, okay, for goods and services, right? Food, stuff like that. Yeah. Trust her on that, right? She's a far leftist, okay, when it comes to the economic stuff. But when you talk about the border, okay, she's also a far leftist on that issue, but she's trying to position herself as a moderate, right? On issues like that, no, you cannot trust Kamala Harris. She's not a moderate on the border. She's a full-blown extremist. She wants open borders, okay? She wants to decriminalize illegal immigration. She wants to give illegals free health care. She wants to grant all the illegals amnesty and citizenship. This is what she wants to do, okay? And this is what she will try to do if she gets in the White House.
Got 3.5 weeks to straighten it out because that's when the debate is on September 10th. Here's another issue that you're talking about here, Axios. When she was running for president in 2019, she was for decriminalizing illegal border crossings. No more, she has backed off. And that's just one of the issues now, okay? And here is Harris in her own words on border policies.
I'm not in favor of decriminalizing or not having consequence for. We have to keep. Let me just be very clear. We have to have a secure border. But I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminal. We've got to critically re-examine ICE and its role and the way that it is being administered and the work it is doing. And we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
I want to know, when you become president, would you be committing to close immigration detention centers?
Absolutely, on day one. On day one.
You need to do a 180 on all of this now, Tulsi. And the only way you can effectively do it is if you have the media in your back pocket.
Facts.
Which she does. She has the mainstream propaganda media helping her, collaborating with her. Frankly, they should be reported for these in-kind contributions they are making to her campaign because...
Facts. I mean, because they are in-kind contributions. Essentially, she's getting free campaign donations from the media. That's what's happening, okay? When people talk about elections being rigged, okay, The main way they do it is through the media, okay?
Facts.
That is what they're doing, okay? That's exactly what they're doing through the media, and it's so obvious, right? It's so obvious. Anybody can see it.
As they are doing her work for her. They're trying to claim that she was not the border czar after all, even though there are many, many clips of them saying, well, she was in fact the border czar. I think, you know, so many of those clips she may try to say, oh, well, that was back then. That was back in 2019. The problem that she has to reckon with is the fact that her actions, her positions, and lack of action and failures for that matter as vice president match very directly with what she was saying in 2019. She really does believe in open borders. They really do believe in allowing millions of illegal immigrants to come across our borders, flood our communities. They really do believe in making sure that they have over 10 million new future voters. So again, actions will speak louder than words. Kamala Harris is fake. She's a consummate politician. We've got to pay attention to her record as vice president.
We will watch together and see how she does.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Now, I'm thinking that on the border issue, okay, I'm hoping that Trump can do to Kamala what Tulsi did to Kamala on the whole criminal justice thing. Except the difference is that Trump will be coming at Kamala Harris from the right in regards to exposing Kamala Harris as an illegal immigration, open borders extremist. And he will be talking about how Kamala Harris's policies and the things that she supported, okay, including during the Biden administration, okay, being a disastrous border czar, does not match her current rhetoric of trying to be strong on the border, right? Tough on the border, okay? That is what he needs to do, and I think that's probably the main reason why he hired Tulsi, is for that reason. She was amazing at exposing Kamala Harris's hypocrisy to the point where she single-handedly destroyed Kamala's campaign, right? It really was a thing of beauty to witness, even though she was coming at Kamala from the left. But again, this time Trump is going to be coming at Kamala from the right, and he definitely needs to come at her from the right hard on the issue of the border, which I'm sure that he will, okay? So with that being said, I think Trump hiring Tulsi is definitely a good move. I think
Facts.
that it signals Trump is looking for the knockout punch at that debate. Okay, Trump is trying to go in and clean up on the first debate because he knows that it is likely that he probably will not get another shot. Like, for example, if Kamala goes into that debate and she wins, okay, if she feels like she won the debate or it is neutral, okay, and she's still up in the polls, I doubt that Kamala does another debate. Right?
Yeah.
I do not think she'll do a debate. If she goes into that debate and she comes out of that debate feeling like she actually won the debate,
And the media is probably going to tell her that she won the debate, too. So that's the problem. I mean, who's not going to feel like they won the debate? They say Joe Biden won the debate. There were some people that said Joe Biden won the debate. So if they're going to side on Joe Biden, and he was it was absolute disaster. And they're going to be on Kamala's side, of course.
Okay, and she feels like the public thinks that she won the debate, she's not doing another debate. She's done.
Facts.
She's not going to, because she knows she doesn't have to, and the mainstream liberal media will cover for her. However, if Trump beats her in the debate, right, if he beats her down badly, then she'll probably strongly consider doing another debate, okay? But at that point, Trump will have more leverage, okay? So I personally think that Trump is saying, listen, the debate on ABC News is a must win. Like, I have to win this debate, because if Trump doesn't win, she's not doing no more debates. He will not get another crack at her. So he has to go for the knockout punch. And I love this. Okay, this is not a sign of Trump panicking like the mainstream liberal media is reporting. No, this is a sign that Trump is doing everything that he can to beat Kamala Harris, and he is taking her very seriously, which is the exact opposite of what you're hearing in the media, right? The media say, oh, Trump's not taking this seriously. He's panicking, he's spiraling, right? They're saying a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It's like, no. The Trump campaign is doing what they should be doing. They are evaluating their opponent, and they are adjusting their strategy based off the current circumstances. You know, a lot of people are saying that, well, the Trump campaign got caught flat-footed when Kamala got in the race. They didn't have any messaging for her, right? They didn't know how to attack her. Completely, totally not true at all, okay? The Trump campaign was not caught off guard by Kamala Harris getting into the race, evidenced by the fact that basically the day after Joe Biden got knocked out of the debate, Trump had a video that leaked of him basically saying, yeah, they're going to put Kamala in, okay? They're going to replace Joe Biden with Kamala, okay? And she's weak too. That's what he said. So they didn't catch Trump off guard. I think what actually caught the Trump campaign off guard is the media coverage of Kamala Harris to the point where it made it impossible to effectively land an attack against her because the media, again, was trying to cover for her, okay? They have basically created a new version of Kamala Harris, and I think that's probably what caught them off guard, okay? Because honestly, I didn't expect for Kamala Harris to get the alleged boost, because we really don't even know if people actually really are supporting Kamala Harris like that, but allegedly they are, okay? I didn't expect the mainstream liberal media to cover for Kamala Harris the way that they have the past 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, this is extreme, right? It is extreme what they're doing, right? I don't think anybody expected that. And I think now they're trying to reevaluate how to not only defeat Kamala Harris, but also the media as well too. Because we're fighting two opponents here, okay? It's not just Kamala, it's also the media. So I think that they're not panicking. They weren't caught off guard. They knew that Kamala Harris, it was a good chance that she would get in the race. They knew exactly how to attack her. The problem is that you had the media run a full-blown propaganda campaign in order to cover for her, to make it difficult for the attacks to land. And I think that is what they are trying to reevaluate is, okay, how do we beat Kamala and the media, okay?
Yep.
That's what they're doing.
Yep.
So, it looks like, again, Trump is going for the knockout blow here in this ABC debate, which in my opinion signals that he thinks that this is probably the only shot that he's going to get. And this is a wise choice, okay? And I'm really looking forward to seeing Trump perform, especially considering how he's already doing debate prep 3 weeks out and he's hiring big hitters, right? Big hitters to help him out. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black Conservative Perspective piece.
Yes, sir. Yep, make sure y'all go check out the boys' channel. Black Conservative Perspective. Let's get into the comment section, see what people are talking about. But, hey, I think it was a great move. I think it's a great move. Shout out to Trump for doing that. We'll see how the debate goes. It's gonna be interesting. We got the DNC coming up here today. I think it starts today, so it's gonna be good. Tulsi is like holy water to this cackling vampire. Vampire. 2,000 likes. This is funny. Next comment says, Trump should keep calling her the borders are no matter what media says. Facts. Yes, sir. 100%. Next comment. Kamala couldn't even debate Tulsi Gabbard, but she thinks she can debate Trump in debate. I mean, Tulsi Gabbard is very smart. Don't like her like that. Let's be real. Trump will destroy her. Trump 2024. Give them hell, Tulsi. They said fascist, racist, sexist at Trump. Then they appointed a person selected for their sex and race without a single voter having a say. 857 likes. Tulsi and Trump working together. Awesome. Next comment. Tulsi needs to be the Secretary of State. Next comment says smart. Tulsi is a total badass. Next comment. 1.4 thousand likes. Donald Trump may end Kamala's campaign in September. Vote for Donald Trump. Interesting. I can't wait. Next comment, please, America, do not put Harris in the White House. Please. Tulsi rocked her hard enough to drop out. Yeah. Tulsi left the Democrat Party a while back. She's an independent now. Tulsi is a great speaker and against all the BS Democrats are trying to do. Tulsi destroyed her in 2 minutes. Imagine what Trump would do with an hour or so. I mean, I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. You don't have to agree with Tulsi on every single thing, but she is an understanding person who has served her country and is honest and classy. As a classical liberal who's been voting for Trump as a middle finger to what the Democrats have become, hiring Tulsi is a very smart move. I agree, Jerry. I agree. No lie, the day Trump and Kamala agreed to a debate, I made a post saying Trump should hire Tulsi as his debate coach. This is great. Great prediction there, sir. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think about this move. And I hope you guys are excited as I am for the debate. So let's talk about this video in the comment section. Hit the like button down below. I greatly appreciate all of y'all's support so far. And if you're brand new to the channel, consider hitting subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.